She ain't told out. The mother baddest thing running, she already. I told her that it's all control, it's cold video. Show the cover, start control out.
You see the drippy, I'm fitted up. Hop in my car and I get it up. Secure the bag, yeah, I get the bus. With this online radio.
What's good, y'all? It's your girl Tara J of HotxMagOnlineRadio. Okay. Listen, you guys, I got a special guest coming up live tonight. Okay. If you've been tuning in to HotxMag Online Radio, the rotation, you've heard two of his singles. I'll give it away a little bit. He got two singles in rotation. One of them is called Tick for Tat. The other one is called Diamond in the Rough. So can you guess who the special guest is today? And also it's in the title. But before we bring him live, I need to touch base with you guys. So as you know, on the show, we interview upcoming independent music artists. And when we do that, we go on here and let them promote themselves, tell us what they do and all that good stuff. But I know that you guys have heard or have been following or know what's going on in the industry right now, especially when it comes to the P. Diddy stuff. Okay, we're not going to get all the way into it, but I do want y'all thoughts down below because I don't know about y'all, but the industry has always been something that's a dream. You look at the lavish cars and outfits and the lifestyle and the performances and just the overall feeling like you're a celebrity. And that's something that, I'm sure at some point everybody wanted. But with all this stuff going on with Diddy right now, let me know, do you guys feel the same urge as you did before when it comes to the industry? Do you still wish that you were in the industry right now or soon to be soon? With all this going on, has it completely turned you off of the music industry, or does it make you even want to get into the music industry to change it? I need some comments in the section below. If you're tuning in on YouTube, hey. If you're tuning in on Facebook, hey. Shout out to y'all for tuning in. I know some people are probably at work or getting off, so you'll check this out later as well. Shout out to everybody who supports us. Now, we do have a special guest coming up live with us today. He goes by the name of Houdini, okay? And he's an independent music artist. Again, he has two songs in rotation on HotxMagOnlineRadio. One of them is called Tick for Tat. And the other one, the other one is called Diamond in the Rough, okay, you guys? So we're actually going to bring him live. That way we can, chat it up a little bit and get to the bottom of how he got started making music, what inspired him, what's his end goal, plus what he got coming up soon. So with further ado, let's bring him live. What's good, Houdini?
How you doing?
Good, how are you?
I'm all right.
That's good. So let the people know, where you representing from?
I'm straight out of Sharon, Pennsylvania, about an hour west of Pittsburgh, and about an hour east of Cleveland.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you in the middle of both situations.
And about an hour from Erie up top.
Dope. So I was letting the people know, before we introduce you in, that you actually have two singles in a rotation right now. One is called Tick for Tat. The other one is called Diamond in the Rough.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. And what people don't realize is you actually won a competition recently for the most requested songs in rotation.
Man.
Yeah. So huge congratulations to you.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
You're welcome for sure. And I like the songs, y'all. Y'all know if I like, of course, I, show love to independent music artists, but of course, if it's in a rotation, I like it. Like, I like sound.
Appreciate that too again.
Absolutely. So, before we even let them hear the song, if they haven't heard it already, before we turn all the way up, let's give them a little background, of how it first got started. So, when it comes to you, Houdini, how did you first get started making music?
Well, it all started I was in a group first, and in 2022 we started a music group, Blue Strip Team. That's BSC. That's what it stands for. So we started a music group, and we dropped an album in 2023. we got a nice little buzz going on. We dropped, I think, just one video though, because like we had a lot of like real life stuff going on and things like that. So we end up like splitting apart, breaking apart and stuff. But like we still, we still gang and stuff, them my guys and stuff. But yeah, so I end up just taking it to the solo scene by myself. So I dropped my first music video in September, because we split apart in about like August. So like later September, I dropped my first solo, and then I end up dropping a music video again earlier in 24, and that was the mic drop. People end up liking that and stuff like that. And then in 24 again, I dropped a album called Word Is Bond, and that's what really put me on the map a little bit around here for real.
Yeah. Wow. And I'm glad that you brought up that project, and we're going to get more into that. But for the Word Is Bond, because I know that, and correct me if I'm wrong, but I know Diamond in the Rough and Tick for Tat was actually on that project, correct?
Yes.
Yeah. So if y'all heard that song, y'all already know. If y'all ain't heard the project, what it's hitting for. So y'all definitely got to check it out.
Yeah, 12 songs on there. Fire. Go check me out.
And y'all, we'll get more into that too. But before we do, let's talk about musical background. I mean, you told us a little bit, but what I wonder is, when music artists are super talented and they have any type of talent, do you have musical background as far as when it comes to family? Like,
most definitely. Most definitely. That's where it started. All my family members, it's either they playing an instrument or they doing music or writing music or anything like that. So it's like, I always heard, like, even like in the house or riding a car, like my mom, she's more R&B. So I hear like Keisha Cole, Usher, Mary J, stuff like that. And my dad, he more the hip hop side, so he listened to more East Coast music from New York. So I'm listening to more like Fab, Jadakiss, The Lox, Dipset, stuff like that.
Okay.
So, and then when I'm riding with my grandparents, I'm listening to gospel and stuff. So I'm listening to like Fred Hammond and stuff like that. So it's like I got a nice variety of music when I was young. So it's just like I go back, call on that sometimes when I'm like making music or stuff like that. So
yeah, that's dope. And you need some dope artists too. Your dad got good taste.
Thank you. Yeah, most definitely. Shout out them for sure.
Yeah, I remember. Oh man, I remember the Jadakiss and Fabulous era. Oh my goodness.
Yeah. The Lox and Dipset, that verses, that was crazy also.
Definitely crazy.
Yeah.
When it comes to you, who would you say, let's say, 3 of your biggest influences are in the game when it comes to music artists?
Well, most definitely, I had to say Meek. He's from Pennsylvania. I gotta put him on for sure. NBA Youngboy, he definitely impacted me. That's who I listen to mostly. And then I have to say Moneybagg Yo, the switching of his cadence and the way he rap. I throw that a lot into my style and stuff like that.
Yeah, I could definitely see Moneybagg. I love me some Moneybagg Yo music, y'all. Like, he's so hard.
For sure.
And what I love about it is, like, he doesn't have to try hard to be hard. Like,
right.
He's just
he'll come slow. That's why he's so versatile. That's right.
Yeah, sure. And he's be talking the truth.
Most definitely, for sure.
If y'all are tuning in right now, who would you say y'all favorite music artist is? Whether it's R&B, whether it's hip hop, whether it's pop, whatever, any genre. Who's your favorite music artist? Shout out to Sterling Jones. Hey. Appreciate you. So I gotta ask you, because a lot of people get into music with an idea. Some people want to get into music for the fame, some people want to get into music for the love, and etc. What would you say truly motivated you when it comes to music? Well, what's your end goal when it comes to your music?
Really, just coming from like a small town, really, like we don't get the eyes really or nothing like that over here. So like I feel really, I know it sounds cliche, but really for my city though, for real, my family members, everybody that believe in me, and everybody, my loved ones, I feel that's who I do it for and stuff like that. They keep me going for sure. And then just like I love doing music also too. Like we've always been like freestyling and writing rhymes and stuff like that. So it's like second nature for real. It ain't really like, I enjoy it a lot for real, really.
Hey, you got to enjoy it. That's one thing about music. Sure. A lot of people don't realize that, you get into it because it's a talent, but it's something you have to love and have passion for, because it gets rough.
Most definitely.
Yeah, I mean, and I feel like, that's, in my opinion, that's what separates a lot of people from just being rappers to being music artists. Besides the talent, of course.
Sure.
But is the passion and just the drive, because it is a lot. And with you being a music artist, like you said, music been a part of your life, all your life. So If somebody was to ask you today or tomorrow or even right now, what would you say the hardest part about being a music artist would be?
Staying consistent, really, because it's some days you you really do not want to hop in that studio or write no music, but it's like
Yeah.
if you know what you shooting for, like what's your end goal, and you know you really want to be the best or be at the top of whatever you're doing, it's like with anything, you gotta keep doing practice, 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 and just keep your reps going, and it's gonna flow. Is everything gonna be all right? Like,
Yeah. Yeah,
that's really what it
definitely.
is.
Okay, for real. Like everything will work out. You know, like I tell most people, no matter what you do, it's about your determination, your drive,
Oh,
and the
definitely.
hard work that you put in. There's no way you can fail if you do all of those things, you know.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Now, when it comes to the music business, everything's not a quick, get rich
Yeah,
scheme
yeah.
game or nothing like that. But over time it happens. Just like some of the biggest influences you mentioned, I'm sure they said the same thing one day back in their interviews. You know, they probably was
Absolutely.
like, it's slow, I don't know what's going on, but I'm dedicated, and look at them now.
Yeah, gotta thug it out sometimes for sure.
You got to.
Yeah.
And then
Um,
another good thing when it comes to the music business is you learn a lot because there's so much going on. So
absolutely.
for you, what would you say your most memorable time would be, to where in the music industry you learned a lot, whether it's good or bad? You know, have you ever had a situation where you're like, I'll never do this again because of this, or I'm glad I did this because of this?
Oh, really? I've had two examples to like mirror my not mirror, but like blueprint my ideas and stuff off because my uncle he used to be in a rap group also, and they were actually doing good. They was touring all this, that, and stuff. And then stuff happened in the street, stuff like that. So it's like boom, that happened. And then my cousin, they still doing music. They was doing their thing and stuff like that. So it's just like I can see what to do, what not to do, with things I would do different here, or the way I would do it, or things like that. So it's like basically, it's so much information now. So it's really like you can find different little cheat ways and different stuff like that to like help you, put you in different spots and positions to succeed, basically. Oh, I can't even.
Sorry, at the beginning
Oh,
of
there
the
we go.
show,
Okay.
sorry you guys.
Oh, yeah.
At the beginning of the show, before I brought you live, I've also was talking to the people, and I'm like, have y'all been hearing about the Diddy situation? Not
Yeah,
going
right.
into too much details about his alleged behaviors, but I was asking them, has it made them view the industry different? Because of course, when we hear or when we seen younger about the fancy cars and the money and the lifestyle, it's something we all wish for one day.
For sure.
But would you say, as a music artist, after hearing what's going on with Diddy and so many people that's involved in that whole situation, has that changed your outlook when it comes to Hollywood or the industry?
Well, really, to be honest, I always felt like it was a little shady things going on in Hollywood and things like that. But it's like really you just now know for sure like it's it's really
Yeah.
going on. But it's like you really just gotta steer your own path and stuff like that. Like you don't gotta mind getting it out the mud sometimes. So it's really you just gotta trust in God and stuff like that. Trust in yourself and don't be
Yeah.
scared to take risks. But I don't feel you should.
Yeah.
No Diddy.
Yeah.
I don't feel you
No
should.
Diddy.
I don't feel you should get into anything like that.
Yeah, definitely. And it's crazy because a lot of the people, I mean, not necessarily the people that you mentioned, hopefully not, but
Right.
some of the other big influences that people may have were mentioned when it came to that
Right.
case. And it's crazy because it's like, dang, you looked up to these people, and to find out that their talent really wasn't the way or how they got to where they're going is crazy. And it's kind of
Right.
like, dang.
Right.
It's
It's sad
insane.
too. Very sad.
It is sad. It really is sad. And I mean, you mentioned something at the beginning. You kind of called it cliche, but I wouldn't say it's cliche because a lot of people, um, a lot of people feel the same way. And I've interviewed people that are on the West Coast, people that are here in Pittsburgh, people who are not here in Pittsburgh, and in other cities, including Atlanta. And
Right.
they all pretty much say the same thing. They're like, yo, like the support ain't there. So why do you think, as an independent music artist, it's like that, not only in your city but everywhere?
I have to say, it's really like people. Like I ain't gonna, like try to throw shots or anything like that. But it's like people like to ride waves. So it's really like you got to get yourself popping to where they like. It's like they have to listen to you. You really, you know what I'm saying? So it's like if you got the talent, it's really just about getting yourself in front of people's face, really,
Yeah.
and then just letting them decide if you got the talent or not. But really, it's like you can just blow off just views or anything like that. Now you really don't have to have the talent, but you just got to push yourself. That's really what it is. Push it, like market, get in front of eyes, stuff like that.
Yeah, definitely. The market promotion and marketing is key, to being determined and hustling and everything else.
Most definitely.
Yes. And being a music artist, and not only a music artist, but an independent music artist is a job itself. Especially because for most music artists do everything themselves. They don't even have a manager yet. So I must ask you, in your case, do you have a manager or do you do everything yourself?
I have a like my dad, that's my manager basically. I go to him for advice or anything I need. My mom too, they help me out and stuff like that. Big part, shout out to them for sure. Yeah. But as far as like music, as far as like the buying the beats, recording, stuff like that, that's all me really. I engineer myself, mix everything myself, shoot my own music videos, edit them my own self. So it's like I do everything myself basically. So yeah, it's a little leg work, but we get it done.
Yeah, definitely. Now, if you had an opportunity, whether it's today, tomorrow, next year, next week, but you had an opportunity to either get signed to a major label or stay independent, which route are you choosing?
So people ask me this, I ain't gonna lie. To be honest, I'll try to work the best deal I possibly can. To be honest, I'll try to mainly go distribution way. Try to cut a split maybe my way. Cut a split maybe they way. I take less here or something like that. I feel that's why I really don't believe in the messed up contract. Like there is messed up contract things, but it's on what you sign though. It's like you don't gotta sign this. It's like you can negotiate because obviously they feel you valuable here. So it's like you really just gotta pick your poison. You know what I'm saying? It's like you gotta cut. What your
Definitely.
options basically.
Yeah. And just to give you guys example, for instance, let's say if you're not a music artist, you don't understand the music business and the 360 deals or any of that. For example, Kai Cenat, I know y'all know him. He recently did like a university live stream. And before he did that, there was news that Netflix, I want to say Tubi, and there was one more or two more. Prime. Amazon Prime, thank you, that wanted to actually stream it and give him lots of money. And he was like, no. And what he did was he streamed it on his own. And y'all know Casanat, he makes money off streams like crazy. He streamed it on his own and was able to pocket that money himself because, he didn't go through those platforms who, like you were saying, will take a cut, and you can negotiate it. But there's only, I feel like when it comes to labels, there's only a certain level of negotiation they're willing to wiggle,
Right.
So I agree. But because now let's say if it wasn't Casanat, like if it was me, you tell me, oh, go live and I'll give you $1 million. Listen, hey, we might have to talk.
For sure. That's what I'm saying. It's all on what you feel that you can, with all you can bear, basically.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So it's like, I ain't mad at somebody for taking, if you in a circumstance, it is, do your thing. You know what I'm saying?
Right. But all in all, y'all see what he's doing, just like you see Houdini. You see what he's doing. You know what I mean? And I feel like I agree with you. And I'm glad that you kept it transparent like that, because I do interview a lot of music artists and a lot of them tell me, oh, stay independent. And I'm like, but would you?
Really? No, it's hard when that money in your face, for sure.
It really is, especially nowadays. Times are hard.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Yeah. For sure. Now, also, with you being a music artist, I got to ask this because this is a huge one. So back in the day, a couple years ago, when music artists was selling their music and everything, a lot of times they were selling it by CDs, or if we're going farther back, by tapes. But nowadays, it's all about streaming. So with you being a music artist, which one do you feel is more effective for a music artist like yourself?
I ain't gonna lie, the value is definitely in the CDs and tapes. I wouldn't lie to you. It definitely is. But like it's easier for people to get to your music with just streaming. It's right on their phone. They don't gotta go out, buy it, this, that, and third, have something to play it on. You know what I'm saying? You just scroll, play the whole thing through if you want to, you know what I'm saying? So it's pros and cons to it. And then it goes back to, your deal cut. If your streams is good over here and you get a good cut of it, then you winning still. But I know some artists, they don't get a good cut on their streams sometimes. But
Yeah.
It is
And
what it is.
and it's really about too, I feel like when it comes to the streaming stuff, you got to pick the right sites and the right people to do distribution with.
Absolutely.
Yeah, because like there's certain ones, I'm not gonna say the names because but there's certain ones that's paying you in pennies, and it's like, why are you getting pennies for your music?
Absolutely.
I am confused. So, then there's certain ones that do pay good, but I
Right.
do agree with you. Back in the day, selling your CDs was definitely the route because you kind of set your price, you knew your
Right.
worth, and nobody was taking from it.
It's valued more too. I feel like people value that CD. It's like I got the CD. Like think about an album. Have people got the album thing that they just play on the record player? Like
Yeah,
them is valuable. So it's like I do feel it's a
hmm
little more value in that. But it's a new
definitely.
time. You got to adjust with the new times.
Got to, I guess. So speaking of, projects and this and everything, you mentioned that you have a project out called Word is Bond.
Yes, man. Yes, man.
Which again featured Tick for Tat and also Diamond in the Rough. But for the people who did hear that song or didn't hear that song, let them know a little bit more about that project. How did it come about?
Well, the name "Word is Bond," it's basically like an old saying. "Word is bond." Your word should mean something. You say you're gonna do
Mhm.
something, or you feel, you speak on something. I feel you should, handle that. Do whatever you got to do. You get that done. And as far as the project, I locked in for about 3 or 4 months.
Mhm.
Just every 1 week I'll write about 5 songs, and then
Mhm.
I'll record for a whole week, and then I'll chill maybe, and then I'll write again for a whole week. So it took me about and then to mix them down. So that about 3 4 months, and
Yeah.
then got a master, stuff like that. Then I had to shoot the video for it. Shot the video for, I think my first video for that was, I think it was Tit for Tat. Tit for Tat actually was the last song I recorded for that album.
Wow.
Yeah.
Interesting.
That's why I had to put it first. I'm like, I feel it was really a banger. I'm like, I gotta crack it off with this one.
Yeah, that sounds like the last one.
Yeah.
What?
And then in the rough, that was more, I felt I was more like in my bag and my feelings a little bit. Cause sometimes I don't really show that part of myself really. So I feel I just put it in the music.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's the thing that most people don't realize is like music is so good for like your therapy, bro. Like,
For
when you feel
sure.
something, you get in the booth. When you feel something, you write.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So would you say your best work comes from how you feel at the moment?
Oh, most definitely. I feel music is how I was feeling like a moment. I really do. Because you could try to go rewrap a song or re-sing a song. It don't even sound the same how you was in that moment singing or rapping it. It's like, so I do feel it's like a feeling, a moment, really.
Yeah. Wow. That's interesting. So, besides Tick for Tat and Diamond in the Rough, what other song would you say is your favorite off of that project?
I had to say "Cutting Up." That's the last song on there. It's
Okay.
it don't got no hook or nothing. It's just me going all the way through. Like the beat just so crazy to me. Like I just feel like I just had to rip it. I ain't had no hook or anything like that. Just on there
Wow.
talking.
Okay. Period.
Yeah.
Okay. Yes. Now, if people wanted to listen to that project, where could they
Mhm.
listen to it at?
You can listen on all platforms: iTunes, Apple Music, Spotify, Amazon, Pandora,
All of them.
Tidal, whatever you listen to it, whatever you listen to it, music on.
Yes. Yep, period, y'all. And I know y'all be on Apple Music, so y'all better go ahead and stream that.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. Run that up. And on YouTube too, YouTube music. I know y'all
Yes.
be on that too.
Yes. YouTube is huge. Oh my goodness. YouTube is so huge.
Most
It's
definitely.
insane. Man. So it's 2025. You got your Word is Born project out. Do you have any other projects that you're working on coming out soon?
Yeah, I've been working a little bit. I got about really like 2 albums ready to go. But
Mhm.
I gotta shoot like 3 more videos from off of the Word is Bond, just to,
Mhm.
get my visuals up there and more so people can see me and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And then I'll be ready to drop. I probably won't drop though probably till the beginning of next year. But I'm gonna have a single. I'm gonna drop a single with a video here in the next coming months though. For sure.
Okay.
I ain't gonna just
Okay.
leave them high and dry or not like that.
Yeah. Yeah. No. And I gotta ask you this next one because I know a lot of people are wondering when
Mhm.
you become a music artist, you have a couple things you have to think about. The brand, of course, your direction, what type of music you want to put out to your audience, and how to deliver it.
Right.
But not only that, the hardest part I would say is your artist name. And in your case, you chose Houdini. And I gotta ask, because I know they're wondering, why that name out of all names?
Well, really, it was really my big cousin name, but we got the same initials. So it's DJ, you know what I'm saying? So it's like he always used to get all his nicknames. So his name was D. They used to call me D. So it's like my other cousin, his name Mike, he started calling me Lil Houdini, you feel me? Because his name was Big Houdini, you feel me? So then I just took it, I just rolled with it because I like the way it sounds, you feel me? And I just used to hear people call me, Houdini, or it'd be like Dini. Like, I like the way I rock with that, you feel me? So then that was just my nickname for a while. And then we started rapping. And I was like, I just put the BST in front of me. It's like BST Houdini, like that's just me.
Yeah. No, I don't blame you. And then you might have said it already, but just in case I missed it or anybody else missed it, what does BST stand for?
Blue Strip Team, like the Benjamin. Like yeah.
Nice. I like it. So y'all have, I see your shirt right now. So you got merchandise. Do you guys do shirts and hoodies and stuff like that?
I got hoodies coming in right now. I got shirts on deck though, for sure.
Okay, that's dope. That's super dope.
Yeah, thanks.
So would you say your clothing brand is more for males right now, females, or unisex?
Oh, it's unisex. It's unisex for sure. Because my mom, she liked to rock the gear too, so I gotta make it for her too, for sure.
Can't forget my
grandma. For sure support me. Shout out to them.
Yes. So if people wanted to shop the brand, because again, they can see it on your shirt, it looks dope. And I'm excited to see the hoodies. But if people wanted to shop for your merchandise, how could they do that?
I'm in the process of getting a website set up right now, but you can DM me directly and I can get it sent to you wherever directly. For sure.
Okay.
My Instagram is BST_Houdini. Yeah.
Yes, y'all heard him. Y'all better go ahead and add him. Y'all better be adding him anyway. Whether y'all get a t-shirt or not or something, but y'all better buy something. But and make sure y'all check out that project. Dope. Now we are going to play Diamond in the Rough and Tick for Tack. But before we get into that, I do want to ask you, let's say if it was never music for you, let's say we take music out the equation or out of your life in general. What would it have been if not music for you? Not music.
I like the real estate bag. I ain't gonna lie. I feel that's a good route for really anybody, to keep it honest. I do a little bit of research and stuff of that stuff on the side, just when the money do come, I know where to put it at and stuff like that. And my mom and dad actually, they do real estate and stuff like that also. So I feel like I'm gonna end up getting into that anyway, but I probably would be working towards it at the moment right now. But that's probably gonna come later.
Yeah, but that's dope. Oh, shout out to them. That's a good filter.
Sure.
Wow, that's dope. Okay, that's good because like I said, I asked that to many music artists and I get a different answer every time. Some answers are like, okay, then some answers are like, ooh, well, I'm glad you got music,
Absolutely.
But that is a good one. I never thought of that. And you do hear a lot of people say that, that's a nice career.
I feel it's easy. You don't gotta do too much. You just put the money here. That's the only thing you got the money to put it there. But it comes.
Just same thing as music. You gotta have the money to put it there.
For sure.
Yes, you guys. So I know that you guys probably are tuning in while you're driving or tuning in. Just got home. You trying to get something to eat or something. So what we're gonna do? We're gonna vibe out real quick. Play Diamond in the Rough and Tick for Tack. Then we're gonna come back because I ain't done. I got a couple more questions. Okay. Yes, y'all. So stay tuned, vibe out, click share, subscribe, like, make sure that y'all go ahead and follow him at the same time. And let's vibe out a little bit, y'all. We'll be back.
Looking in the dirt, fuck around, found a dime. Like a diamond in the rough. Go look in the right spot. Diamond in the rough, see me shining in the dirt. Try 100 times till it works. Heard her telling lies in her mind like a curse. Glizzy on her side in her purse. Music super loud when I drive to the store. Going out the ceiling, I can float. Getting super high on the clouds when I cope. If you see me cutting ties, she a hoe. Fuck the other side, throwing files out the show. In the morning, selling dimes in the snow. Got shit up on my mind, gotta die if I told. Got demons on my mind and my soul. Say that pain here with time, see the clock going slow. Coming drippies out and down to the flow. Talking about a pound, I get mine for the low. See you open on the drop, better scope. Only like her blonde, she get nasty for no reason. Look inside the side so they see me. Take her on a ride just in time when she need it. If we ever go to trial, gotta beat it. Coming from the swamp late at night, I'm a creature. Creeping through the yard with the heater. Bitch took my soul and my phone as the reaper. Put kids on her tongue, she a eater. Diamond in the rough, see me shining in the dirt. Try 100 times till it works. Heard her telling lies in her mind like a curse. Glizzy on her side and her purse. Music super loud when I drive to the stove. Going out the ceiling, I can float. Getting super high on the clouds when I cope. If you see me cutting ties, she a hoe. Put trust in these hoes, I couldn't do it if I tried. I be blessing these bows, wrap him up and then I fly. Taking perk from his nose, I remember when he tried. Fingers burnt from the stove, mama knew I couldn't hide. Her freezing, I froze, a chili heart is what's inside. If he bad, then I'm worse, I ain't a nigga you wanna try. But for diamonds and dirt, you be grateful when you find. From the moon to the earth, a lot of bitches with us flying. To the moon, she flying with us and we gone. Turn up the bass on my song. All my niggas got riches, we different for sure. Never switch, stick to the code. It's plenty to pick from, got bitches in rows. Snap me a pic, I'm a pose. I can make some shake, need a pan in the stove. I can make this shit warm when it's cold. Diamond in the rough, see me shining in the dirt. Try 100 times till it works. Heard her telling lies in her mind like a curse. Glizzy on her side and her purse. Music super loud when I drive to the stove. Going out the ceiling, I can float. Getting super high on the clouds when I cope. If you see me cutting ties, she a hoe. Diamond in the rough, see me shining in the dirt. Try 100 times till it works. Heard her telling lies in her mind like a curse. Glizzy on her side and her purse. Music super loud when I drive to the stove. Going out the ceiling, I can float. Getting super high on the clouds when I cope. If you see me cutting ties, she a hoe. If you see me cutting ties, then you know she a hoe. Cut her ass right off, shit, fuck. If you see me cutting ties, then you know she a hoe. Can't go like that, real nigga over everything. If you see me cutting ties, then you know she a hoe. Shit's only one of me, nigga, diamond in the rough. If you see me cutting ties, then you know she a.
That shit ain't no average.
Petty shit, go tit for tat. Work the scale, who taught you that? Board the plane, I'll call you back. Might take an L, just learn from that. Run the game like Kobe Shaq. Accept your past, can't run from that. I'm low on air, might pop a flat. Once I'm out of here, I ain't coming back. Vacuum sealed in the bubble wrap. She sucking nasty off the honey pack. Never say you let me, thought I told you that. Blow up all of a sudden like a heart attack. Chop a nigga like a lumberjack. Only naked women when we cut it at. Kick it to me, I'ma run it back. Get it for us, I'ma bring it back. Shit feel good when I started rap. Stuff dead bitches like Johnny Tap. Was still a young nigga when I started trap. Say I take too long, let me work my magic. Stick work good, I be on the mat. Fuck real good, I come automatic. You touch your first gun, that's a rite of passage. Put money in the tuck, that's a dirty mattress. Tuck dirty guns in abandoned houses. Money is a drug, I want all the power. Greet me with a hug, don't be acting sour. I'ma meet you at the club, let me grab a shower. I'ma take her out the club, I'ma cap and gown. I'ma hit it in the suite, this the after hour. You gon' sit in the back and we whack your drive. My man stuffing coat right behind his tire. Pull up for a sale, we gon' whack the buyer. On the scene, we be dead like Michael Myers. I'm the last nigga stand on the first to fire. With this money, anything, I'm the first to buy it. My brand new wheels, I'm the first to drive. No court case, still got Johnny Cochran. 2-man drill, Batman and Robin. You know real from faking, you looking ugly. Pose for pics when we in the lobby. Little nigga draw the biggest body. Wipe your nose, seeing your shit was snotty. Gloves is on when I load the shotty. Another load, got a text is coming. Rick O'Connor, think I seen a mummy. I turn on belly, watch sin and bun. She a pretty hoe like a Heffler bunny. Freaky hoe, she giving sex for none. Break the code, now you ass in trouble. Met the plug, now he send the bundles. Double G's go across the buckle. New Celine, I'ma drop a puddle. Short to jeans, know I'm down the scuffle. I was digging deep, almost lost my shovel. I'm the one she need when it's time to cut her. Hang up quick, shit block the number. When I drop this, gon' blaze the summer. Draco Wood, get the chopping lumber. Keep a cutter in traffic on niggas bumper. TV in the back, this the latest Hummer. King of the land ain't gon' be another. Take his ass down, let me see you fumble. Dead or in jail, how the cookie crumble. Petty shit, go tit for tat. Work the scale, who taught you that? Board the plane, I'll call you back. Might take an L, just learn from that. Run the game like Kobe Shaq. Accept your past, can't run from that. I'm low on air, might pop a flat. Once I'm out of here, I ain't coming back. Petty shit, go tit for tat. Work the scale, who taught you that? Board the plane, I'll call you back. Might take an L, just learn from that. Run the game like Kobe Shaq. Accept your past, can't run from that. I'm low on air, might pop a flat. Once I'm out of here, I ain't coming back.
HotxMagOnlineRadio, we lit. I was thinking a song called That. Okay. That song was definitely dope. I like his music. I like the beat vibe.
Thank
Like
you.
we were talking about it not long ago, you said that you like Moneybagg Yo, and I was like, yeah, because he ain't got to try too hard or do
Yeah.
too much. And I feel like a lot of people do too much. Like for perfect example, I love Young Thug, but he does a lot.
You do. That's my guy.
But yeah, that's his character,
You
and it
do do a
works.
lot for sure.
Yeah. And there's a couple other artists, but it works for them.
Right.
Just like in your case and Moneybagg's case and a lot of other artists, you don't have to try as hard. And NBA, I would say too. I don't feel like he do too much, that much.
He be tweaking.
That much.
Sometimes he be tweaking. Sometimes it's all right.
Just a little bit. But I like his song called Not Today. So I give it to
Nah,
him.
yeah, that's very hard.
Yeah, swear. But I gotta ask you because listening to your music, even those two songs had two different feels to them. So when you're writing your music, what's your writing process like? Take us in a day behind the scenes with Houdini.
Right. So for real, like if I'm in the mood to write, I go to my cousin crib, my cousin AJ, who I was going to be doing the music. We just chill, you feel me, smoke a little bit or whatever. I just lock in, put my headphones in. I'm just on there. I'm going through beats first. Well, really, I have my beat selection already, like what beats I like already, and then I just listen to them, like, and then whatever I'm feeling at that moment, I just start flowing on it, boom, and then like whatever just comes to that, I'm writing it down. If I don't like it, I go back, take it off or whatever, and then when it's time to record, though, sometimes I don't even like what I wrote, so it's just like I just go back and just go off the top, and then it'll probably come out better. Sometimes I rewrite something or re-say what I already said and it'll sound good. So it's just like it's all feeling for real.
Yeah, definitely all feeling, and I'm glad that you said that because at the beginning we were talking and you were like, well, I asked you, when you write music, is it something you're feeling? And you said, yeah, but a lot of people don't realize we're feeling it, but at the same time, we may not be feeling how we delivered it,
Right.
and sometimes you do have to go back and revamp it or redo it and all that good stuff. So let's say, you're in the studio. How long would you say it takes you to create a whole song and finish it?
Okay. So if I got something wrote already, I just
Mhm.
need about 40 minutes really. Cause I like if it ain't exactly how I'm a real perfectionist really when it comes to it. So I don't like if I'm loud on this bar and it's like low on this one, I gotta get it all together. So it's like give me like 40, 45 to an hour. But like if I'm like freestyling, I'm just like off the top punching in probably about an hour and a half, 2 hours for real. Cause flowing it sometimes you get in the mind block sometimes. So it's like you just sitting there at the mic. That's why I really like to have stuff wrote already because I don't like to do that because I just be like, man, I don't even want to rap today.
Yeah.
Just turn the whole joint off. Like
It be like that. It really be like that, because you don't want to half put something out,
right. Absolutely.
So it definitely be like that. So, as a music artist, there's a couple of things like we were talking about at the beginning a little bit, some experiences you've been through that I'm sure other music artists been through, or you have people who are thinking about starting a music career, the newer generation.
Right.
So, as an independent music artist, what would be some advice that you can give to the newer generations that's looking to pursue music?
I have to say, first you gotta believe in yourself, believe you can do it, because if you don't believe you can do it, ain't nobody gonna believe you. Like they gonna be like, oh, he don't even believe in himself. Like, then it's
Right.
like I say really like being all right with being the outsider, really, because
Yeah.
sometimes you get looked at as crazy when you're pursuing your dream.
Yeah.
It's sad to say it, but it happens, you know what I'm saying? So it's like not letting people throw you off just because how you get looked at or something like that.
Yeah.
Then I have to say okay with not being noticed also because sometimes you don't get noticed like at all. Like you might be feeling like, hey, I'm dropping this, that, and the third, and it's like I ain't getting no traction. But it's really you just gotta thug it out. Like I said before and earlier, it's like you just gotta thug it out. It's gonna get greater later, and you gotta believe that. That's really what it is.
Yeah, and that's so true. So true. Got to thug it out, believe in yourself, keep
Yeah,
pushing, and stay in your own lane. Meaning,
yeah,
don't let
absolutely.
nobody make you
Definitely
swerve
that
out the
too.
lane.
Definitely that too. You don't gotta go bite somebody else's swag. You can even take their swag and just throw your own spin on it. They don't gotta be copy and paste. Like,
Exactly.
yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I like that. They ain't got to be copy and paste.
For real.
Yes. So, 2025 is going pretty quick. We're already, I want to say halfway through. And There's still so many, so much more that can be done because we got a couple months left. But what do you have planned for the rest of this year that people could look forward to?
I'm definitely dropping. I'm gonna drop about 4 more videos for sure for the rest of the year. Maybe 5, maybe 6. I don't know, but for real, I'm definitely dropping some more visuals. As far as like new music, I'll probably drop like 2 new songs maybe this year. I'm really saving them for the album next year, early next year. So I'm really getting them sweating, getting them itching for real.
Yeah, swear, gotta prepare them.
yeah, for sure.
Yes. How about performances? Do you have any performances locked in?
I don't have anything lined up at the moment yet, but anything could pop up though, really. Yeah.
That part. So, now, if somebody wanted to book you for a show, whether it's in your city or outside of your city, how could they go about doing that?
You can hit my Gmail, or you can directly DM me. But my Gmail is djohnson16146@gmail.com if you want to book me for sure. We come everywhere. Hop on a plane, drive a ride, wherever, we'll come to you.
Yes. So if you are a promoter out there and you're listening, Josh, I know you're out there somewhere, but make sure that you hit him up. Plus other promoters, make sure you hit him up and get him booked. You know what I mean? Y'all, there's always showcases going on everywhere. So, I can see them definitely booking you up. Shout out to Isaiah Wish Bobbin. Shout out to Ascot Radio. Y'all was slacking on the shout outs. I'm sorry. Yes. So, before we do go and let people follow you and check out your music, don't forget y'all, Word is Born available on all major music platforms that y'all can go ahead and check out. If you like Diamond in the Rough and you like Tick for Tat, you definitely gonna like the project. Even if you don't like those two, you still gonna like the project because there's so much more where that came from.
Absolutely.
But before we do go, let them follow you and check out your project. Let the people know one more time where they can follow you on social media.
Everything on social media, BST_Dini. That's on Facebook, Snapchat, Instagram, Twitter. I don't know, with Periscope. Everything is the BST_Dini on Apple Music and stuff. Is just BST Houdini. So follow me on there. Look me up, man. We active on the internet too. We'll be on there.
He definitely be active, y'all. I wasn't waiting. I was like, oh, he be active. You get some music artists, y'all, where they like, you hear back from them a week later, but no, not Houdini. So make sure when y'all hit him up, y'all ready.
For sure.
I was like, oh, he more on it than me a little bit. Hold up.
Yeah. For sure.
Yes. So before we get out of here and again, let people follow you, do you have any special shout outs you want to give today?
Shout out the whole BST, man, for sure. Shout out to the whole label. Shout out to y'all for let me on here and talk. I appreciate y'all for sure.
Definitely, absolutely.
Shout out to everybody that support me. Shout out to everybody, the fans, stuff like that. Appreciate y'all. Got some more heat coming for sure.
Yes, and thank you, for coming on the show, for believing in the station, supporting as well. Because a lot of people don't realize us independent music artists, stations for the artists, need y'all support too, so it's dope that y'all support. Shout out to everybody that's tuning in. I appreciate y'all spending, a little time with me because I know y'all probably on the go right now. And I really, really want you guys to go follow Houdini, go check out his project and stay tuned for what he got coming up. And make sure y'all get y'all BST wear because it's dope.
Gotta have merch, man. Gotta have merch. Hit me up.
Yes, make sure that y'all
Let me
hit
know
him
if you
up.
want something. I'll send something to you too for the free ski. You already know I got you.
I'll send it over. I do photo shoots and all. Listen.
So text me your joint on DM. Yep, DM me.
Okay, I got y'all. Y'all know the photo shoots is coming. Y'all know.
For sure.
Yes, I definitely got you, and I'll definitely be in touch after the show. And for everybody tuning in, make sure that y'all go ahead and follow him. I'll be live again at 8:00, you guys, with Shorty V. Okay, we're going to the West Side.
I feel back in too. Y'all check her out.
Yes, so make sure that y'all tap all the way in. And that's it for tonight, you guys. See y'all in a little bit.
I appreciate y'all.
You're welcome. Peace.
All right.